Thanks, Seth. Graduates, family members, staff, it is an honor to be part of this celebration, the 2019 graduation ceremony at Wolsey Wesleyan High School. Now, did you ask me to speak because I'm young enough to remember high school? Over 50 but don't act like it? Or do you think I have the wisdom of a 75-year-old? Interesting choices you graduates made. But isn't that what you're supposed to do? Make choices? I was told that a commencement speech should follow the 3 S's. Be sincere, be short, be seated. I'm going to be sincere. I'm going to ignore the other 2. In your life, you will be given advice. Some you will listen to, some you will reject, and some you will remember 40 years from now. For those who know me, the first thing that came to your mind is he is not going to stop talking and these kids will never graduate. Forgive me, but I'm going to tell these seniors how to live a good life. For those who do not know me, here's a little background. I grew up on a farm 12.5 miles from Wesleyan and 14.5 miles from Wolsey. My parents had a choice whether to send us to either school. Choices. I graduated from Wolsey in 1984, along with Erica. I'm from the old school. Wanted to farm, but Dad said, go do something else. I studied accounting, finance, computer science at Northern State University, graduating with a Bachelor of Science degree in 1988. Choices. I worked for a small CPA firm in Millbank as an intern, and then full-time after graduating. Choices. The Department of Legislative Audit called and offered me a job for which I interviewed for in college. Now, there was 2 classes I did not particularly like in college. One was governmental accounting, the other was auditing. So auditing state agencies made perfect sense, correct? No. Choices. I apologized to my boss for leaving the CPA firm and went to Peer. I met Suzanne when I audited her office. Choices. The best decision of my life was asking her to marry me. You see, graduates, I took advantage of the opportunity you gave me, and now I don't have to buy Valentine's presents anymore. I enjoyed the people I worked with, but was not happy doing my day job, and periodically I found myself watching the clock, waiting for the day to get over. Choices. I came back to the farm and started farming in 1992. Many people ask me, why would I leave a good state job to farm? My answer was the money a farmer makes is usually used to purchase an asset that will provide for him when he gets old. A better answer is you have to do what you enjoy or you won't be happy. Why did I just tell you all that? I did so because your lives will be similar. You will make choices that will determine how your life will turn out. Now, how many of you graduates have I never spoken to? Come on, raise your hands. There's got to be some of you. Thank you. I like honesty. I'm 52 years old, and I don't think I'll make it to 104. So I have one chance to impact you. Have you ever been not fully prepared for a test and wish someone would just tell you the answers? Well, congratulations. I'm going to give you some answers to life today. It will almost be like cheating, but you can't get suspended for listening to me. Question yourself, graduates. How you are in high school is how you will be in life unless you decide to make it better. I've done some stupid things in my life, and I believe the statute of limitations has expired, so I'm going to share a small sample with you. Don't end up being the lookout for your classmates as they stole the answers to the test out of the teacher's desk in 8th grade. I knew it was wrong. Wasn't smart enough to say no. Don't play with the physics tools instead of studying for the chemistry final. Does this sound kind of familiar to you? I managed to electrocute yourself twice. This leads to setting the school on fire. I still remember Caroline Hiles' voice on the intercom. This is not a drill. We all swallowed hard when we realized what could have happened. We used to race to this station after school. I slid off the slick street with some of my classmates in the back of my pickup box. I was physically shaking when I realized what could have happened. And then there was a time pulling the homecoming float with a 1-ton dually, and someone encouraged me to goose it a little. My classmate who was on the chair in the back of that float is now on the street looking straight towards the sky. She was not hurt. I was chewed out by a community member, ashamed of what I did. Again, thinking of what could have happened. Don't take anything for granted, graduates. That same classmate on the back of that float was killed 3 months after we graduated, taking her niece and nephew to the pool. We all shook when we realized what did happen. Now, the most important thing about doing something dumb is to learn from it. This is a very, very simple flowchart. We can learn more from our mistakes than we can from our successes. Society puts bubbles around you kids to keep you safe. These bubbles are gone, and you are responsible for your actions. It is much harder to correct a wrong in life than in school. The quicker you learn there are ramifications of making dumb choices, the better adult you will be. Please learn from stupid. Old sayings. There's a reason we have old sayings. That's because they're usually true. Here are some I've found to be true. People don't plan to fail, they fail to plan. Sounds hokey, doesn't it? I will help you get started with a plan. Spend less than you make and save for the future. It is that simple. No one told me to have a plan when I walked across the stage in the old gym. I wish they would have. I was looking forward to having fun with my friends at the time. I didn't need to have a plan for the future. It will just happen. Here's an example of what not to do. A couple in their late 70s were seeking financial advice. They had 10 more years to pay $100,000 on their $170,000 home. They had $50,000 in credit card debt. The husband just lost his job as a greeter because the corporation said he had to stand up at work instead of sitting, and his body would not let him. They were good people that simply did not have a plan. Don't let this happen to you. Make 30-year decisions. They will last. 10-year decisions will give guidance. And the 1-year decisions will be gone before you know it. The important thing is make a plan and keep looking to improve it. Can't never did anything. This one explains itself. Henry Ford is quoted as saying, if you think you can or you think you can't, you are correct. When on vacation, do something you wouldn't do at home. My kids and I have disassembled the TV-DVD player with a $5 tool set from the grocery store just to retrieve my daughter's favorite DVD at the time. I would not do that to my own TV. It did work when we got done too. I went skydiving because it was available and I was there. So why not? And there was a time I was in the pool in the south of France talking to an rich ex-military guy from Los Angeles, and he was asking me my opinion of Monsanto. You can't have this conversation in South Dakota. Try new things, go new places. This world is big, go explore it. If you answer questions with maybe I can, you will grow. Experience is the best teacher. You don't know a good girlfriend until you've had a bad one. You don't know a good job until you've had a bad one. And it could be the same job with a different boss. Life's lessons will stick with you more than suggestions from someone else. Look around at the people you know. Ask questions of them. How did you get here? What would you do different? Listen and learn from them. They have much to teach you. It's always darkest before the dawn. Ever had anyone dump you? Yep. My college friend talked me through that one. Spent more time on the phone that night than I slept. I was convinced my life was over. However, I paid my own phone bill, got up the next morning, went to work. Life got much better, and it proved to be the best thing that could have ever happened to me. Wait a minute. I never did send her a thank you for dumping me. Don't give up on yourselves, graduates. The sun always comes up, so we just as well get up and enjoy it. These next three may not be old sayings, but they are true. Manage what you can, not what you can't. After one of the NCAA tournament games this year, the commentators noted that the all-time leader who made three-point baskets went 0 for 12 during the game, and his team lost by 4 points. They then followed that comment with, sometimes you don't bring your shot to the gym. But he brought his work ethic, positive attitude, and determination, which is why his team still had a chance to win the game at the end. I would like to think that is how this player will be remembered. Character stays with you for life. The feeling of winning fades quickly. That said, you should want to win. Bring with you a determination that will allow you a chance to win. The small things in life do matter. People are watching all the little things you do. Here's the sobering thought that happened to me during basketball season. A young girl came up to me and told me her nickname is Jeff. She then follows that up with, "You inspire me." Wow. That tells me I better set a good example because she's watching today. Be satisfied, but don't be satisfied. Let me show you this picture. A car like this was provided to me by my parents to drive in high school. This was a huge blow to your ego as a high school boy. I hated driving it in high school. Who would want to be seen in that? I had a hard enough time getting a date, and the car did not help. A short 4 years later in college, I loved it. Why, you ask? I grew up. My perspective changed. And I matured. None of my college friends were going to ask me to drive because they didn't want to ride in it either. It cost me nothing in gas. And I could put the gas savings into savings. Execute the plan, graduates. Heroes are regular people. I think I've read 2 books since college. One is called Omaha Beach by Joseph Falkowski. 375 pages about the events leading up to and after D-Day. They planned for over a year for the invasion, and the day of, almost nothing went according to plan. The tide rises from 18 to 25 feet in 12 hours. In addition to avoiding the obstacles that had been placed on the beach, the people that made it to the ground had to assess the situation, figure out what needed to be done, and do it. They solved problems, which led them to accomplishing their goals and being considered heroes. V.J. Smith is a motivational speaker that lives in Brookings, South Dakota, and I would recommend hearing him if you ever get the chance. He is also the author of The Richest Man in Town. This book is 94 pages and centers around Marty, a checker at Walmart in Brookings, South Dakota. Marty went out of his way to make the people he met feel important. When returning change, he would walk around the end of the till, look the customer in the eye while shaking their hand, and personally thank them for shopping. He lived his life in a way that made the lives of those around him better and changed others by simply saying thank you. He received 400 cards in the hospital as he neared the end of his life. The author had a better paying, more prestigious job than Marty when they met. But Marty changed the life of the author forever. VJ is currently his first-term state senator that is a direct result of meeting Marty. In my opinion, a hero can be defined as someone that makes the life of those around them better. Both of those books define heroes who excelled in the situation they were in. I would challenge all of you to be a hero to someone around you. You can help one person a lot. You can help many people a little. To steal some thunder from BJ's book, what you have doesn't make you rich. Who you are does. Homework. Some of you knew there was homework. I'm giving each one of you a copy of The Richest Man in Town. After you read it, write down whatever your thoughts are. Don't beat yourself up with trying to come up with something, the most profound answer, but do give it some thought. There are 3 things I'm going to ask you to do. In the book will be a copy of this speech with my email address and cell phone number. I want you to send me your thoughts on the book. I want you to grade my commencement address and include your contact information. I just might contact you when you're 52 to see how life is going. The homework doesn't have to be done anytime soon, but preferably before I reach 104. The rules. We have to have rules, right? It's now time to hear those rules. There's a book called the Bible that has 10 very good rules. Find the book, try to follow them. If you fail, ask for forgiveness, and keep trying. Here are some of my rules that aren't in that book. Many of these were developed using the flow chart I showed you earlier. Number 1, spend less than you make. Your goal should be to earn, save, or inherit enough money to allow you to hire someone to drive you around when you're 85. How much money is that? 12 hours a day times $15 an hour times 365 days equals $65,700 a year. How can I do that, you ask? Buy 430 acres of land, get it paid for before you retire, rent it out for $150 an acre. You now have $65,700 per year in income. See, it isn't that hard to make a plan to answer the question. You can do it. Start now. Number 2, it's easier not to break it than it is to fix it. This rule is made after breaking farm equipment and having to fix it when it was hot, cold, or we were in a rush. Don't go to the boss and say, it was cracked before it started. Say, this just broke, don't know how. Or my personal favorite, the empty water bottle on the floor caused the bottom of the loader bucket to get ripped off. If you think about it, it applies to much more than equipment. It applies to trust also. This rule could also be closely related to an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Think about what could happen as a result of your actions, and then take responsibility for your actions. I should have applied this rule to some of the stupid situations I told you about during my school days. Number 3, be part of the solution, not part of the problem. Your parents, teachers, coaches, and friends have invested countless hours in that thing that sits on your shoulders. Let's not let their effort be in vain. I tell my employees that your head needs to be used to solve problems. Whether you work for me, yourself, a small or large company, we are all looking for the same thing. We are looking for people that can solve problems. Be a problem solver. Number 4, think of the next guy. My wife isn't going to like this one. Do your actions have a positive or negative effect on the people around you? Did anyone ever ask you to do something very basic, like picking up after yourself, and you ignored them? Why is it somebody else's job to do when you're perfectly capable of doing that? Guess what? You're moving out, I hope. And now who is going to be there? You. So as Nike has told us for years, just do it. Number 5, put the phone down. I worry about you guys. The world you've grown up in was much faster than when I was in your seat in 1984. We still had pay phones. You can Google that if you need to. Our parents would question who we were talking to as we stretched the landline phone cord around the corner of the kitchen, and you would have never spent money on a long-distance phone call. Today, you guys Snapgram, InstaChat, and tweet things at lightning speed. A molehill can grow into a mountain quickly. We had a hired man that had an addiction. He smoked. It was like only having one hand to work with. Every time we needed to do something, he had to stop and do something with the cigarette in his hand. Your phones are an addiction much worse than his cigarette. Think of how much time you're wasting each day on something that won't provide for you when you get old. A friend from Oklahoma recently told me this story. The son was running with the wrong group of friends, and through his action, the son ends up in prison. Each month, the father visited his son and would always ask if any of his friends had been there. None had during his prison time. Now, before the son went to prison, his worst problem was his dad. Nearing the end of the prison sentence, the dad called his friend Harold while visiting his son in prison. Father told Harold his truck had broken down and he was stranded in southwestern Oklahoma. Harold responded with, "Can I wire you money? Can I bring a trailer? What can I do to help?" The father then said to his son, "See, that is what a true friend is. Someone who will stop what they're doing to help, no matter the situation." My friend also said that in a lifetime, you might only have 5 people that you can count on as friends. Who are your friends? Who are your 5 friends? The more personal contact you have with people and the less social media contact will help you answer this question. you use your phones as a tool, you will advance in life. If you use it as a toy, your life will not change. Other employers have told me employees have had to quit jobs because they could not manage to be without their phones. Don't let your phones cost you an opportunity. Number 6, don't date your coworker. Just trust me on this one. Number 7, there's always someone better than you. Skiing taught me this. Enjoy where you're at, but the goal is to keep getting better. When I couldn't ski, it was easy to stand at the top of the hill, look down at that hill and say, I can't. But you won't improve your skills by taking the easy way. Instead, ask yourself, how can I do that? Pick out someone in life that you see is doing it well and go where they are going. Number 8, not all assets are financial. If you, your friends, have kids, read to them. Spend time with them. Embarrass them often, right, Allie? Have fun and expect much from them. If you raise a great kid, you are a success. Number 9, you're never too old to add rules. If you had a bad idea, try to follow it with a good idea. This thought came to me just the other day after the last blizzard. I realized I broke rules number 3 and 4. I was trying to solve a problem, and in doing so, I created more work for me, my family, and was just about to involve the neighbors. It was then I realized that adding more bad decisions wasn't the answer. I went to bed. The next day, the answer was obvious. Number 10, use some common sense. Have you ever seen a class schedule with the title Common Sense? I haven't. I'm here to tell you that this class is offered every day, no matter where you live or what you do. Last summer, I was on the Navy Pier in Chicago buying a ticket for a sailboat ride. Inside the ticket booth was a sheet of paper listing 7 steps on how to wash the ticket booth window. Prepare yourself, graduates, so you never have to make that list or read that list. During a recent blizzard, Highway 83 was closed due to snowdrifts. The neighbor north of my in-laws opened a spot in the road to feed his cattle. A pickup driven by guys from Canada got stuck in the drift. After the neighbor pulled them out, he asked why they didn't drive where he'd opened the road. Their answer was, it wasn't in their lane. Use some common sense. You can take care of yourself, graduates. It is not someone else's job to do. My 10 rules are not as good as the ones in the Bible, but I do think all 20 will be helpful to you in your life. Now think of life as a test. All you need to do is study 20 questions to pass. You can all do that. But if you find yourself struggling at times, find a teacher to help you. They are all around you. We all have a purpose in life. Your job is to figure out what that purpose is. Some of you already know. Some of you might not find that purpose for 20 or 40 years from now. Your success, or lack thereof, will be what defines you, graduates. You need to question where you are now, where you want to be in the future. Motivate yourselves to get better. Live by the rules and add a few where you see fit. Work to enjoy the rest of your life, and don't forget to send me your homework. You're just getting started with life, and I'm here to tell you, it can be a fun ride. When I was your age, I was shocked. I would have never stood on this stage addressing this crowd. Why me? Why not me? These 2 sentences came to me when you first asked me to speak. If I can do something that I've never done before, you can too. Maybe I will see you giving a commencement address 35 years from now. I will be 87 years old, so sit me close to the stage so I can hear and give me a blanket. It's been fun watching you grow into adults. Go out, make me proud, make yourself proud, make us all proud to be part of your lives. Now, it's time for the main event!